Morning, children. Through last 2-3 videos, we were discussing about the chapter called the periodic table. Today, we will discuss about the trends of electronegativity down a group. Trend means, repeatedly I told you, trend means you will say whether this particular phenomena property increases, decreases, or remains same. That is the main point you have to explain here. And the definition of electronegativity already I have discussed under the topic of periodic properties. Once again, I will tell you the definition. It is a tendency of an atom in a molecule to attract shared pair of electrons towards itself is called electronegativity. It is a tendency of an atom to attract, this is the main word, okay, focus here, to attract shared pair of electron towards itself. अपनी ओर shared pair of electrons को खींचता है, वो tendency को हम लोग electronegativity कहते हैं. Mostly non-metallic elements attract a shared pair of electron towards itself. Now we will discuss while moving down a group what happens to electronegativity. Look at this group. This is the first group in front of you. In this group, as you move down, just you see the number of shells increases. This is the main point. Number of shells increases. If a number of shells increases, definitely atomic size increases. If atomic size increases, what happens is the nuclear distance, just see here the nuclear distance, that means from the distance between the nucleus to the last shell, that nuclear distance increases. So what happens is the effective nuclear pull exerted on the last shell, the effective nuclear pull exerted on the last shell is minimum. As a result, what happens is the atom find it difficult to attract shared pair of electron towards itself. So once again come back to the point, as I told you, since atomic size increases, what happens is the atom find it difficult to attract shared pair of electron towards itself. So while you move down in a group, ionization potential, there is a correction here, this is not ionization potential here, it's there is a typing error. Electronegativity decreases because of these two reasons. Number of shells increases and atomic size increases. As a result, atom find it difficult to attract electron towards itself. So by heart this point, okay, this is the main point. Remember, this is not ionization potential, this is electronegativity. Okay, let me move to the next point, that is electron affinity. The definition of electron affinity also I have discussed under properties of a period. Once again, let me tell you the definition. The amount of energy released while converting a neutral isolated gaseous atom into a negatively charged ion by the addition of electron is called electron affinity. Simple language में, in हिंदी कोई atom जब electron को gain करते हैं, that atom will turn into negatively charged ion. When an atom absorb or take an electron, that atom turns into negatively charged ion. And इस process में जितना energy release किया गया है, and that is what we call electron affinity. And आप जानते हैं generally non-metals gain electrons. So let us see what happens in a group. आपके सामने जो ग्रुप है वो नॉन मेटालिक ग्रुप नहीं, मेटालिक ग्रुप है, फिर भी हम लोग ग्रुप का कंसेप्ट इसके थ्रू शेयर कर सकते हैं. जस्ट सी हियर, डाउन ए ग्रुप इलेक्ट्रॉन अफिनिटी डिक्रीसेस. इलेक्ट्रॉन अफिनिटी डिक्रीसेस, रीजन रिमेन सेम, नंबर ऑफ शेल्स इंक्रीसेस and atomic size increases. Okay, children, remember one thing, my dear, whether it is electron affinity, electronegativity or ionization potential, all the three, while you move down in a group, it decreases. आप तीनों को separately इसका रीज़न याद करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. अगर आपसे IP पूछेगा या इलेक्ट्रॉन अफिनिटी पूछेगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन अफिनिटी यानी EA या EN इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी, तीनों का एक ही एक्सप्लेनेशन है, एक ही आंसर है, एक ही रीज़न है. सो आई सजेस्ट यू टू बाय हार्ट मेनली दीज 2 पॉइंट्स. Simply you by heart, that's all. Okay, just here, I'm coming to the close of this chapter. यहाँ पर मैंने इस पेज में सारा कुछ समराइज करके रखे हैं. If you can by heart this one, आई डोंट फोर्स यू टू बाय हार्ट दिस वन, आप बात को समझ लीजिएगा, सब समझ के याद कर लीजिएगा। फिर भी इस पेज में मैंने सब कुछ पीरियड वाइज इंक्रीज होगा, डिक्रीज होगा, सेम होगा, सब कुछ यहाँ लिखे हैं। पीरियड वाइज भी लिखे गए, यहाँ पर ग्रुप वाइज भी लिखे हैं। तो इस पेज आप आपके दिमाग में रखिएगा ताकि सारा कुछ आप all of a sudden you can give answer. Okay, take your time and slowly understand the concept and put it in your mind very clearly. Okay, this is summary of all what I taught in this chapter. Okay, then last point which is given in this chapter is here you need a little bit of explanation, so concentrate here. Through this page we are going to compare a metal with its ion. We are going to compare a metal atom and its ion we are going to compare. And compare करके हम लोगों को ये बताना है कौन बड़ा है और कौन छोटा है. Here you need to concentrate a little bit, so children focus seriously. Okay, let me first take this one. Just think that this is sodium. Just sodium here. Just look at here. Sodium atom is here. Sodium atom, आप जानते हैं electronic configuration is 287 is the electronic configuration. Last cell contains 281 is the electronic configuration. Last cell contains 1 electron. So this atom sodium is not a stable atom. It always try to become stable by losing 1 electron. And after losing it becomes Na plus. When an atom, just look at here, when an atom loses electrons, it becomes positively charged ions. Now what is happening after losing, just let us discuss here. Look at here, in this case of a sodium, this sodium has got 3 shells, whereas a sodium ion means sodium lost already 1 electron, that means third shell is automatically disappeared. Now if you compare these two shell wise also, if you compare this, the sodium has got 3 shells, whereas sodium ion has got only 2 shells. So number of shells decreases. As a result, things are very clear. The size is smaller. Here it is written the positive ion is in chemistry we call it a cation. Positive ion is always smaller than its metallic atom. Okay, because of losing of electrons, the last shell disappears. As a result, size of positive ion, that is cation, is always smaller than its parent metallic atom. Okay, now let us see about non-metallic atoms. Non-metal, आप जानते हैं non-metal अपने आप को stabilize करने के लिए always it gains electron, it takes electrons. When an atom takes electron, that atom becomes negatively charged. A negatively charged ion is called anion. And now let us see what is happening with the size. Okay, look at here. Here is an example of chlorine is given. Chlorine's electronic configuration is 287 is the electronic configuration of chlorine. Last shell contains 7 electron. This is not a stable atom. This is highly reactive. This atom need to become stable by gaining 1 electron. See here, it is very clearly written, gaining. Since it is chlorine need 1 more electron to become stable. So it takes 1 electrons. Here you can see just side, you can see it is taking 1 electron. After taking electrons, the last shell, remember children, the last shell has got 8 electron. 8 electron in the last cell is the structure of noble gas. In chemistry we call it octet. If an atom is having 8 electron in the last cell, look at here, the first shell capacity is 2, पूरा मिल गया है. Second shell का भी capacity आप जानते हैं 8 है, पूरा मिल गया है. Third shell का capacity is something else, but even if it is getting 8 electron in the last cell, we consider it as highly stable. Now 8 electron मिलने से chlorine ion, Cl minus ion has got 8 electron in the last cell. 8 electron in the last cell means now this atom, this ion got the electronic configuration of 288. This is the electronic configuration of argon. Argon is a noble gas. आप जानते हैं noble gas is structurally very stable. Because of this 8 electron, what happens is here is, if this nucleus pull the last shell inward, the last shell will not come, the last shell cannot be pulled inward because of its complete valence shell So the nucleus cannot pull the atom inward. So if you compare the atom and its ion, here only 7 electrons structurally stable नहीं माना जाता है, तो न्यूक्लियस लास्ट शेल को पावरफुली अंदर की तरफ खींचेंगे. Whereas यहाँ पर 8 electron last shell में 8 electron last shell means octet completed, structurally highly stable. Structurally highly stable means the nucleus will not be able to pull the outermost shell inward. So in that case, this atom becomes slightly small, and ये structurally stable होने के वजह से this is considered as slightly big in size. Okay, so when you compare पॉजिटिव एंड कैटायन, छोटा माना जाता है शेल्स कम होने की वजह से, और नॉन मेटल से जो आनियन बनता है वो आनियन का साइज़ बड़ा इसलिए माना जाता है क्योंकि वो नोबल गैस का स्ट्रक्चर गेन किए हैं. I think it's somewhat clear, and that's all about this chapter, children. I think I have discussed all the topics which are given in this chapter, and about electron affinity, electronegativity, ionization potential, all the definitions I have explained when we discussed about periodic properties. In case if you have got doubts, you can refer those videos once again. Thank you, children. Through next video, I'll come up with the next chapter called HCl. Thank you.